Catalyst Baseball Academy instructional videos. I'm Coach JT.
I'm Scott.
Today we're going to be talking about the triangle drill. All right, this is the fastest and most effective way to implement and learn the correct fielding position, guaranteed.
Listen guys, if you guys like to make errors, okay, if you like to stand out there in the sun, you guys like to get sunburned, you don't have anything else to do all day, okay, this video might not be for you. But if you want to field the routine ground ball, this is a great video to watch.
All right, so to be able to do that, what we're going to do is today we're going to utilize something called part practice. Break down this entire progression, entire sequence into several different parts and learn the inside outs of each one of those portions of the progression, right? Get to a point where then we're able to integrate it all together.
And the reason that we do this, okay, because it makes it easy. That's why we break it down. We're even going to provide you with a checklist, okay, so you can make sure that you're hitting all of these points every single time we do this drill. We're going to talk about your feet. We're going to talk about your back being parallel to the ground. We're going to talk about where your chest should be. We're going to talk about how you're going to line up the baseball left eye, and we're going to talk about where your hands should be in relation to your body.
Okay. Now, if you're interested in getting any more in-depth information on all the different aspects of defensive play, right? There should be a button around here you can click. Go ahead, subscribe to our email list. Right? We're not going to be spamming you. We won't be giving away your personal information. Just takes 5 seconds. Go ahead, click on it, sign up real quick. Just trying to help you be a better coach than the coach you're coaching against, right? Be a better infielder than the fielders that you're playing against. Just provide more value for you and all your coaching and playing endeavors.
True that. All right, guys, the triangle drill, all right? This is a great drill anywhere from ages 8 all the way up through college. Here's what's basically going to happen, okay? We first want to talk about the setup of the triangle drill. We have to make sure we get this set up correctly, because if we don't set up correctly, then we're just wasting our time, okay? We're going to put our baseballs, 3 baseballs are going to represent our contact points, our right foot, our left foot, and our glove. Okay, but you can notice that the left ball is on the left side of our triangle. Our apex ball is on the left side of our triangle. That talks about left eye, all right? We always want to be aligned with our left eye. The reason we want to be aligned with our left eye is because when I'm left eye, I have all this give with my glove hand, all right? If the ball deflects, it deflects towards the plate. If we're right eye, the ball's over here, we're fielding the ball over here, I have no give with my glove arm, okay? And the ball will kick to the right, away from the plate. So, once you have that down, now we can talk about exactly what your body positioning should be doing, okay?
Okay, so body positioning. The way we're going to approach this is we're going to give you guys a checklist. A very basic checklist with 5 points, allow you to check each one of these when you're in that triangle drill, when you're in that fielding position. So, number 1, width of the feet. Okay? Number 2, we're going to talk about our chest being down on top of our thighs, which is going to help us get our back flat, push our hands out. And number 3 is indeed flat back. Number 4 is going to be our hands being out in front of the bill of our cap. And then number 5 is that good old left eye, making sure we have left eye alignment. Again, that would be opposite for a lefty, it would be right eye. But here we go.
All right, so here's how we're going to start. Okay, first thing he's going to do is he's going to put his feet to the 2 balls. It's going to be wider than shoulder width apart, like we just talked about. Okay, he's going to think about touching his chest to his thighs right here. Okay, and that'll flatten out his back, all right? A lot of times you'll see kids with this hump in their back. All you gotta do to straighten that out is think about tell them to take their Adam's apple to the baseball, right? That'll get that nice arch and push your hands out in front of the bill of your cap. When we're talking about the hands in front of our bill of our cap, okay, we need them to be right here. We can't be too deep, okay? When we're too deep, it makes the chest come up. We're not gonna be able to see that baseball, okay? It's gonna produce a lot of errors, right? Yeah, you see a lot of kids do that with their head. Okay, so the hands are out in front of the bill of the cap. We also need to be left eye, okay? We cannot stress this enough. You'll hear me say it all the time. It's a great verbal cue, okay? If you're left eye, right, we're gonna have that give, like we talked about, okay? As opposed to right eye, where you get locked out, right? And we don't want that to happen. So that's basically your 5 points of the checklist. You got your feet, you got your flat back, okay? Think about touching your chest to your thighs, and then you have your hands in front of the bill of your cap, and you also have left eye alignment. Next part, guys, we're going to talk about our final approach. We have the fielding position, right? We have our checklist for the fielding position. Now we need to talk about how we're going to approach into the baseball. The first thing we need to talk about is depth. All right, we need to get the right depth. First, have your infielders take 1 large step back from the triangle, okay? Have them line up with the ball on the right, okay? Not the ball on the left, because we're going to glide into this, okay? We're going to go ahead and put our nipples over our toes to have the right depth, okay? We should be down here right now, okay? We should have our eyes behind the baseball. Think about sneaking up on the baseball. Okay, as my right foot goes, okay? I'll stop the kids right here. I'll make sure that their thumbs are up right here, all right? glove hand, thumb pointing up. As my left foot goes, okay, I'm going to glide my head behind the baseball and my thumb is going to go out. All it is going to be is up to out, okay? We're never going to flip. This creates errors, right? So, we have our glove thumb up, my left foot goes, my glove goes out, I check myself, I go, okay, my hands are in front of the bill of my cap, I'm left eye, my back is flat, I'm thinking about touching my chest to my thighs, okay, and then I'm good. Alright, so, I go back, we have part 2, okay, part 2 is our final approach, part 1 is our fielding position, now we're going to part 3, it's timing, okay, it's called our stutter step, okay. The stutter step is all for timing, right? All we want to do, okay, with the stutter step is just make sure that we're getting their feet moving, okay? We're going to create some rhythm right here. So, we have them do a little stutter step, okay? Just have them chop their feet, basically. We want to make sure this is narrow. Don't be wide like a linebacker, all right? We want to be real narrow in this because we're going to glide nice and smooth. So you have your stutter step into part 2, your final approach, right? As my left foot goes, my glove goes up to out, left foot. I check myself in my fielding position. Coming back, right? We come back here, now we have our stutter step, our final approach, and our fielding position. The last part is our pre-pitch. You see Dustin Pedroia do this every single time. Okay, all it is I like to step into it with my right foot, some guys like to step into it with their left foot, it doesn't matter. All just a little hop, right? Just getting on our toes. So all it's going to be is step into it, hop, okay? Just make sure our feet are wider from the point we started, okay? Pre-pitch, boom, into our stutter step. Okay, nice and narrow, starting to gain depth like an airplane, not like a helicopter. Stutter step, go to my final approach, right? My thumbs up, I go to out as my left goes. Out, get my eyes behind the ball, do my checklist. Come back, and I do it over and over. This is something you guys can do every single day. Every single day. This will undoubtedly make you a better infielder. This will put you in the right fielding position. You'll make less errors, period.